Regina Queen, uplifting women in all walks of life. Hope everyone is having a beautiful day. Life is beautiful. Life is what we make of it. Today I have here with me guest Jemeca Spears. Jemeca Spears is here to spread awareness for self-defense, to give to give hints and tips on self-defense. Jemeca Spears is an angry Black woman, and her reasons why she would spread that awareness today of why and how women become angry. Thank you, Jemeca Spears, for being here with me today. How are you
You're
doing?
so much welcome. I'm doing fine. And yourself?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. And I am so happy to have you here with me. And I would like
Oh,
for my viewers to know that Jemeca Spears is my cousin. And she has reached out to me. Yes, Jemeca Spears reached out to me to be a guest here on the Regina Queen Show and to share her story. And take the stage, Jemeca Spears. First of all, I would like to ask you, um, why are you an angry Black woman? What makes you angry?
well, as you can see, cousin, you look at a lot of my lives or whatever. It's more of I just don't have no trust for them because for men, for the simple fact they do a lot of lying, as we all know. They lie a whole lot for no reason. They lie over the smallest shit for no reason. And that's one of the parts that'll make any woman mad. I feel like if you keep it real with a woman, she won't be so mad. It's in her ball, it's her, court now to, after the man tell the truth or whatever. But you got a lot of guys out here that take their rings off and that's married and swearing down that they're not married. Then you find out five, 7 years later, you know what I'm saying? Just is disgusted. So now what I do is I just don't mess with guys. If I find out you got little kids, it's not happening. It ain't happening. Because it's somewhere around the corner. Keisha coming. Keisha gonna be knocking at your door. You all in front of your house screaming. You know what I'm saying? Come outside. When she don't know you from a can of paint. She need to be whooping on Ray Ray's ass. You know what I'm saying? But she had Keisha though. And that's what made Keisha going to drag her in and going to give her a little something she ain't never asked for. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I just the guys that have little kids, it's always a baby mama drama somewhere.
Right.
So I just leave him alone because
Right.
period.
Right. Right. And I understand that too, because you know, women do have situations with the baby mama drama, and when they don't take care of their business in the right manner, it creates a problem with other people.
Right. Right.
And Jamaica, can you share some of your story and experience that you have dealt with a man that have you feeling this way about men, and you know what made you angry? Like, share some of your story.
Yeah, first of all, I'm not the woman that tolerate you. If you put your finger in my face or hit me one time, that is your last time. And I promise you. First of all, you have these guys that they got friends that'll look at you. Instead of them getting at their friend, they'll get at you. And I was in this one relationship, I did 2 years in the pen. And when I came home, it was a little rough, but I got into it and I got it together. You feel me? And I ain't got back in it.
Mhm.
Look, I came in contact with the police. No, that was '06. I went '04, got out '06, and came in contact with the police. Been doing good. But what I don't
Yeah.
tolerate is drama. I don't tolerate drama. I don't like drama. My bubble is nothing but clean and smooth, and you know what I'm saying? It's nothing, no arguing, no nothing. It's always happiness around me. You know what I'm saying? But I had a boyfriend that put his hands on me and he slapped me. And as y'all can see, I'm a little petite little woman. And
Mm-hmm.
I know he wished he would have slapped me after he slapped me, because he
Mm-hmm.
slapped me in a way that he left a handprint. So
Mm-hmm.
if any guys is looking, I advise y'all to keep y'all hands to yourself and don't hit a woman and go to sleep. That's a
Right.
no, because that's what happened to me. I got hit and he went to sleep, and that's all she wrote. I tied his shoestrings together. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. You be
Mm-hmm.
mean to me, I'm gonna be mean to you nice to me, I'm gonna be nice to you. But I can be a bitch at the end of the day. But I tied his shoestrings together and I tied them all the way to the plastic, baby. I wasn't playing with this shit. You heard me? You don't slap no woman and then go to sleep, start snoring like everything all right.
Mm-hmm.
So I plugged the urn up and I waited for the smoke to come from the urn and I set it on his back. Yeah. And the first thing he woke up and screamed is, "I'm gonna kill you." You know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
hey, them shoestrings was tied. He couldn't get up and do too much because he got it jumped up and he fell and bust his whole mouth and all this old stuff. But the moral to the story is keep your hands to yourself. I'm not the one. I don't tolerate drama. Just I don't. I will get you back whichever way I can.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't tolerate it. And another thing I don't like is, okay, I'm just using these names. You got Ray Ray and Keisha at home. They're in a couple together. They're in a whole relationship together, right?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all get into a big old fight in an argument and think you can call on Renee or somebody. I'm gonna call me Renee. Think you can call Renee and think Renee gonna always pick the phone up for you, but I don't play that. Look, if you ain't called me in the daytime and said hi, how you doing, you ain't got no business calling me 11 and 12 o'clock at night talking about some hi, how you doing, because there ain't no hi, how you doing on my end. After you say hi, how you doing, I'm gonna cuss you the hell out, and that's just what it is. Because I feel
Mm-hmm.
like if you didn't call and say hi in the daytime, don't call. Ain't nothing open at them hours but the motel room and some legs. And you won't catch mine open.
Mm-hmm.
Period. I don't, just certain stuff that I done been through with men, I just don't tolerate and play no more. I'll bust your head to the white meat messing with me. I'm too little, I'll get you before you get me. I just,
Yeah.
certain stuff I don't tolerate. And if I feel like I gotta do something like that to a person, that person is not allowed in my bubble at all. Period.
Right. Right. Jamaica, you said that the guy, what you said, you pour hot grease on him?
No, I set the urn on his back.
Oh, you said the iron on his back. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, what did he do after you set the iron on his back? After he, I mean, what did he do afterwards?
Well, he couldn't do too much because his shoestrings was tied together. So he couldn't do too much but get up and scream. Of course, he woke up and screamed. It's a hot urn on his back. So, of course, he woke up screaming,
Mm-hmm.
"Oh, I'm going to kill you, bitch." But I had another trick for him. When he jumped up and thought he was going to come run after me, he fell and bust his lips. So that's from me tying the shoestrings together. It gave me enough time to go on about my business, okay?
Mm-hmm.
It's called
And
don't hit a woman and go to sleep.
yeah, and Jamaica, you said that he hit you first.
Yeah.
Okay, and that was for you self-defense.
Oh yeah, I loved every bit of it. Oh yes, I don't put my hand on man. I was taught to don't put my hand on a man until he put his hands on you. I don't get in the man's face. I have a lot of men that tell me that I'm very aggressive and I'm mean. That I need to stay in a woman's place, and I feel like when I see a man, then I'll get in a woman's place. But until then, I don't see nothing but men walking around you're disrespecting women. So I'm gonna sit here and talk to you like you a bitch ass nigga. And I'm just it is what it is. We've been called these names for so many years. They ain't got no respect for us. They'll turn a girl, look. I can look at a man for 5 minutes and look at him up and down and just know, yeah, he the type that'll steal my money, fuck my friend, and beat my ass. And yep, right then and there, you off limit. Don't even come over here introducing yourself. Because I already peeped the game. I looked at you from head to toe and figured out who you was in 5 minutes. Don't come over here.
Hmm.
No,
And
I can smell a dog from a mile away. I just rather have peace in my life. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got time to be on the first 48. We don't have time for that over here. We like life.
right, true, We sure do. And yeah, self-defense. I agree. I agree, with that too. And like you said, he hit you first, and that led
Right,
you to placing a hot iron on his back.
right.
And
And I was hit because of his friend staring at me instead of him getting at his friend. He got at me, which is I wish he wouldn't have did, and he probably wish he would have did because the mark is still on his back right now. Today, it's not going nowhere.
oh, okay, so he's gonna always remember, um,
Yeah,
not to hit a woman. Hopefully, that would teach
yeah.
him a
Oh,
lesson.
he told
And
me a few times I talked to him after that. I say about a couple of months ago. He told me he haven't hit a woman ever since I put the urn on his back, and that's his exact words.
oh, okay, so that taught him a lesson not to put his hand on another woman
Uh,
again. So, Jamaica, do you know if he have hit another woman besides you?
Before me, yeah. I
He,
found out later on in the relationship that he put his hand on women. And the other women, I guess they was just accepting the hits and accepting the hits and accepting the knocks upside the head and accepting the choke outs. And I wasn't accepting it. You just hit me one time and I'm going to show you. I'll teach you a lesson. It's called let's go to school and talk about it.
yeah, and you went to school and talked about it. So,
And I can be
yeah,
your teacher real quick. Even if it's called tampering with your ass a little bit, I can be your teacher real quick. And after you leave my class, you're going to learn today not to hit another woman. Amen. That part. Let's go to church with it because I don't play with it. I'm here to, for real, for real. Look, it's called keep your hands to yourself. For real, you have a lot of men out here that disrespect women. They disrespect women. Like, I had another guy that was the guy I just told you about. That was back then. And like, I broke up with him, like I say, oh 08, no, 09, something like that. And I got with another guy.
hmm,
I came here, I moved away from, where we was at. And I came here and, okay, another thing, ladies, don't mess with no man that work with you. That's a no-no. Oh, Lord Jesus Christ knows that's a no-no. Look, if you met him at work, keep him at work. Don't bring him in your area. Don't bring him home. Look, friends, and that's it. Don't nothing. Exchange numbers with them. Nothing. Trust me, it's gonna go all bad. Okay. I end up bringing somebody here that Of course, you don't know how a person is until he move into your house.
mm,
He showed his true colors. He thought, I thought he was a gentleman. He was opening doors. He was being a gentleman. Being a real gentleman.
hmm,
Nappy head bastard. He was being a real gentleman. You know what I'm saying? At that point, until he
hmm.
came and moved in here, he started drinking a little bit too much and throwing up on my shit.
When he
Then he
moved
will go
in,
use.
he moved in
Yeah, I
your
let him
house.
move in.
Oh, you okay? You
Uh-huh.
let him move in, and then once he moved in, what did he start doing?
He would start drinking and he was not the type that could hold his liquor. He would drink and throw up. Either he'll throw up in his sleep, he'll throw up, and it'll be on my furniture or stuff like that, bed sheets or something like that.
Hmm.
And like when he'll go use the restroom, instead of him peeing in the toilet, he'll pee on the side of the side of the toilet. The whole thing. At this point, I'm
Hmm.
like, you might as well sit down like a woman if you got to do all that. I just couldn't take it. At this point, is when he really got out. Starting some with my boys, and he thought my boys, I guess, was some punks or something. When he seen them gather up in this hallway right here and call him out, he started
Hmm.
packing his clothes. I had told him at that point, you got to go because, I mean, look, I just certain a man that drink a lot, ain't no. And look, he'll wake up in the morning and say he didn't do nothing you telling him he did.
Right.
So when you see a man that drink like that, just you already know. Don't bring him home because you know what he about. He gonna get drunk. He the type of drunk that'll come in the house and touch certain shit and do certain shit to you and say the next day he didn't do it. So my thing was to make him get out, go and where he at right now with his mother.
Mm.
So my whole
Yeah.
thing is just leave, just drama free over here. I don't like it. I don't
Yeah.
like it, and when it come my way, it'll be a problem. And then I get told to stay in my place, stay in a
Mm.
woman's place. I know not a lot of women have being told that stay in your place. You need to stay in a woman's place. Well, when I see a man, then I'll stay in a woman's place. Until then, you is not no damn man standing in my face. Especially
Right.
when you put women down, put your hands on them.
Right. And you know what, Jamaica? Um, when you say that the other guy, you believe the other women he had allowed him to do what he was doing to mistreat
And
them and abuse them and beat on them. And then when he met you, it was a whole different story. Now
yeah,
I want to ask you, what is your insights? Because I see you have a lot of views and insights on women accepting abuse, taking in abuse, not, afraid to defend themselves. And um, what is your insight on women who are not stepping up to defend themselves, and what signs should they look out for when they have men
I,
that come into bring men into
I,
their homes?
I feel like this. It's a lot of women out there that's scared of a man. Before he even lay his hand on you and he raised his hand like he about to hit you, if you scared, I'm just saying, act like you you gotta act like you crazy nowadays. Act like you 5150 on his ass right quick. He gonna bag up and he gonna remember like, damn, I can't put my hands on this woman. I can't, certain stuff. You got to, the first time a man hits you and you accept it, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Is he feel like, oh, I can knock her, I knock the shit out of her when I want to. I can slap her when I want to, pull her hair when I spit on her. I can do what I want now because he let me get away with it basically the first time. Well, my first time is a reaction.
Mm.
It's a cold reaction too, because I mean, this is nothing I would let a man do, and I feel like women out there, it's a lot of women out there that the first thing they say is, oh well, I man, my baby daddy, he's my baby daddy. I want him to know. I want my child to know he's dad. And no, it ain't all about that. At the end of the day, girl, you can be mom and daddy. Don't sit up here like you need a man. You don't
Mm.
need a man, especially if he ain't meaning you no good. And your child, you don't need him in your space. Girl, you can
Mm.
do it yourself. I did it. I'm 47 years old. I have a 31-year-old, I have a 25-year-old, and I have a 17-year-old. And boop, I did it on my own. And I wish, with black people, we wish. I wish they would. Even prouse up. I didn't hit them. I didn't did all type of stuff with them. And I still will right now today as being grown. But they know one thing, not to put their hands on a woman. I taught my boys better than that. Not to ever
Mm.
put their hands on a woman, but you got some women that
That's
will
right.
walk up to you first.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that I taught them a little something after
That's
that,
good.
because
Yeah.
you can't
That
walk
is
up to
good.
people hitting on them now.
Yes, that is good. That is great that you taught your boys not to hit a woman. And
Yeah, I don't play that.
that is one of the greatest, things that we can do, can teach our sons, how
Right,
to respect their queens,
right.
mothers, respect your mothers first. And, it'll carry on down the
And
line,
that's
with your queen, with your daughter's life, because what I have experienced is that men who are abusive, they a lot of these men come from broken homes and raised up in a foster home, um, uh, just different circumstances and mental issues, and sometimes we're not even aware of what's going on in the mind, their background or what they've been through. And they do things, they come and beat on women, and then karma comes and it hit someone in their family. It hit their daughter, their mother, their auntie, someone real close to them. So men need to be very mindful and learn to respect women. And
right.
yeah. And so, Jamaica, I wanted to know, have you
What do I
encountered
feel about
any
guys that
type
have
of
been there and been in uh, uh, foster homes? And I'm gonna keep it real. You better take your ass back to that foster home. Cause sitting up there hitting on me, cause you didn't have some problems back then. That don't mean grow up and treat the woman you with and you love like you was treated. So I'ma say, if you know you didn't been through something like that, you will wanna in your head grow up and just because I was treated bad, I'm gonna grow up and I'm gonna treat this person way better than I'm gonna treat this person how I want to be treated. Because I didn't like how I was treated when I was young. You better take your ass back to that place, and whoever did that to you and fuck them up, don't you come over here putting your hands on me because you over here having a nap and then woke up out your nap and you thinking I'm the person that You better take your ass over there and go and do what you're gonna do to the people that did that to you. That's not an excuse to me. It's called you grown now. You ain't disabled, you ain't retarded, you ain't blind, you ain't none of that. You got all of your everything, you got everything like I got. You can talk, you can see, you can hear. Right. You're grown. Right. You should know better. Put your hands on a woman. That's just something that, something they want to do. They don't have to do it. It's something they want to do. So sometimes they need to learn their lesson. Like me putting that urn on that guy back. He haven't hit a woman before. He hit a woman after that. After I set the urn on his back, he ain't hit nobody else. He ain't raised his hand at nobody else. Nothing. So sometimes it's like.
Have you spoke to him afterwards?
Oh yeah, yeah. I spoke to him a couple of months ago when he told me
Did he move back in? Did he move back in with you afterwards?
Oh no, he could never move back in here. No. Oh yeah. No. He know that. No. Yeah. He tried it, but it did not. It's up to a woman. It's up to us. When you start feeling all thirsty and thinking you need a man around, then that's when your foolishness, I say, that's when your dumminess come on. Because you don't need that. You don't need a man that's going to give you a problem. You don't need a man that's going to sit up there and lie and cheat and turn around and you sitting up here doing all the womanly things you supposed to be doing. Ain't cheating, ain't you taking care of house, kids, clothes, you taking care of everything, even working. But you got a man here cheating, like, come home and give you something, you know damn well you ain't been out there doing nothing. Like, it's just something that a man ain't never gave me that. I just don't want to go through it because it's happening. And it can happen to me. I ain't know, but you know what I'm saying? I'm a person too. It can happen to anybody. That's why I just chose to, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to let God bring that man to me. I ain't got time to be going out there searching because it's a bad search. So by me sitting here and I'll just wait for God, God brings the right man to us. He do. So I just sit back and be chilling. I let God bring that to me. You know what I'm saying? Because the man I'm meeting is, no. There's some closet in the closet. Yeah, there's some in the closets.
Yeah. Okay, Jemeca, I want to know, this is what I would like to know from you. You have came across a few men that you have moved in your house and thought they were going to take advantage of you, but you shut it down. How long with these men did you recognize? I mean, how long did it take you to recognize what they were doing? Did they do it repeatedly, or did you notice signs, or did you just say, hey, you just did this, so you're out of here? Like, how long would you let a man last in your home? Because the reason why I asked you this question is because some women will move a man into their homes and this man will become abusive and violent and take control over the home, over the children, over the house, over her mind, mentally, physically, and abusive, just so abusive and emotionally, and would just take complete control. And some women would not reach out and get help. They will not walk away. They want anything. So that's why I'm asking you, how long would you let this go on before you put the man out?
Well, I'm not gonna lie. The first time the guy I moved out here with, I basically let that go on, and it was a back and forth thing. It was on and off. It was a back and forth thing because of the 5 years we was together. I found out a wife called my phone. That's why I say you got to really find out who this person is and who he about before you even think about moving a man into your house, because it could be a bad situation.
Mm-hmm.
And in my case, it was a bad situation. You know, he was lying, saying he was taking care of his kid, his daughter, and the uh, the wife left the kid on him, and he had to feed the kid, clothe the kid, you know, comb her hair, take her to school. So I started helping, and then after a while, the signs I was seeing, it wasn't right, right,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't pay no attention. But I still was like, this don't, something ain't right. Something, it's our intuition. We get that right in our stomach, like, ugh, you know what I mean? Like something
Mm-hmm.
not right.
Mm-hmm.
Come to find out, he was still staying in the White House. He was still staying with the wife. The wife called my phone, asking me, "Do I know such and such?" And it just blew my mind. It blew my mind. So after that, I say a guy have not been able to even get away with nothing, like nothing. Like, I mean, if you move in, it's like I didn't been through so much with the guy I was with for 10 years. It's like another guy move in, he got one thing to do and he's out of here. Like I don't give it a chance. I don't give it a chance. And one thing I don't play is I am not the type of mother that's gonna let you mess with my kids. You sit up there and think you're gonna sit up here and argue with my kids and messing with my kids for no entire reason, and you think I'm gonna be on your side, you got another thing coming. Cause we're gonna whip your motherfucking ass. And that's just what it is. Cause my kids
Mm-hmm.
come before any man. I don't care if they grown. My kids is my kids will never stop loving me, but a man will stop loving you. My
Mm-hmm.
kids not. Your kids will always have that strong love for you, you mama. Your kids will always love you. You know what I
Right.
mean? A man can say he
Right.
love you and a year later he loving on somebody else. So I don't believe that. I don't believe in none of that. I don't
Good.
believe that. So
Yeah, you're right. And you have zero tolerance when it comes
I
to
don't have,
men.
you're right.
And that I commend you. I really do commend you on that because you're just a and what makes you angry. The reason why I commend you on that because like I said, sorry about that. Like I said, some women accept and take the abuse for 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, many years. And then some women don't make it out alive.
Right.
Yeah. And
Right.
yes, some don't make it out alive. Domestic violence is real, and
It is.
it doesn't matter what what it is. Like it could be physical, mental, verbal, emotional. It can kill a person in so many different ways, and it's for some people. For some people, we don't acknowledge, people who are in domestic violence situations, and because it's not our family, it's not my sister, it's not my brother, we won't acknowledge it because it's not a part of my family or a friend.
Right.
But
Right.
I feel that everyone should reach out and spread awareness for domestic violence because when it hits home, then that's when we care.
Yes, it's
That's
a
when people
different ball.
care when it hits home.
Even when you hide it, even when he's hitting you and you hiding it, like you're not comfortable. You driving yourself crazy basically. You know what I mean? You're not able to go around your family and interact how you used to interact because you know what's going on in the household, but some of the families don't. They probably got an idea, but they don't. I just don't put myself in that lane no more.
Good.
I have to check a guy out from head to toe. I will even make some calls and see which is that your real name. I
Yeah.
don't have time. A guy will set in your face and make a name up less than 5 minutes.
Mm.
We'll make a name and look. Once you
Background
lie,
check.
you got to stick. Yeah, you got to stick with that lie. Stick. Nah, look. Let me tell you something. I was always told to tell the truth and nothing but the truth, and I can't help it. It rather if it hurt your feelings or if it don't. Or if
Right.
you got some people that thank you, Jemeca, I love you from telling me that, a real friend will tell you some shit like that. But you got some people that, just don't. And my thing is, I done been there and done that already. I need to learn how to love me.
Right.
Once I learn how to love me, then I can put my love on a man. I can't sit up here and halfway love me and then try to love somebody else. I got to work on me. Period.
Right.
Point blank. And your big cousin told me that I have to learn to work on me. You don't need a man. My mama told me you don't need no man right now. You too mean. And it's not that I'm mean, because I can give a man respect. Hey, I can cook for you, run your bath water, iron your clothes. You know what I'm saying? Do some work. But as soon as I see you trying to play with me,
Mm.
I'm not giving you no second chance. I ain't even giving you a chance to interact that plan. Whatever you was thinking about finna play me about, you ain't finna finish it. Cause I caught that.
Right.
And I just don't like drama. I don't Guys bring on a lot of drama. They bring on, they lie, say they don't have baby mamas, and it'd be a lot of them. And they just, I think
Mhm.
some guys, if you just keep it 100, that make a woman love you and like you even more. Like, damn, this dude told me the truth. He told me he got a wife. He told me he got a wife and kids. He told me this. Now it's my choice to say if I want that, or if
Right.
I'm going about my business. And mine is to go about my business. It ain't just one and two men out here. It's a lot. It's plenty of men out here. You don't have to deal with that. Because at the end of the day, clearly he told you he have a wife and children. He's not coming home with you at the end of the night. He's going home to his wife and children. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I wouldn't even deal with nothing like
Those
that.
are those are signs to be aware of. You know,
Yeah, if you can't stay,
if you
yeah.
have men, they have a already made family. And
Try to
then
make one with you.
yes, yes, and then that becomes and is created to be a problem. And
And
Jamaica, what makes you angry um, when it comes to domestic violence relationships, knowing that you defend yourself and you have zero tolerance, but when you see other people and women that are encountering domestic violence, what make you angry about the situation?
it pisses me off for the simple fact this man ain't got no gun up to your head or nothing. He clearly whooping on you and hitting you every other chance he get, and you allowing it. And that makes me so, I mean, that crawls up my skin, because at the end of the day, hit him back or get out the situation. If you even got to feel like you got to interact and raise your hand with this man arguing and all, get away from it. Get away from it. And it pisses me off that the first thing come out of woman's mouth is, I have kids by him. I want my kid dad to be around because my dad wasn't around when I was a kid. Look, if it gotta happen like
Mm.
that again, sweetheart, gotta happen like that again. Would you rather get your ass whooped or be by yourself handling this, taking care of this kid with no problem? You know what I'm saying? And I
Right.
don't understand the women. The first thing I don't want to be by myself, and I don't want to. You don't have to be by yourself, sweetheart. You don't have to be, but you don't have to let a man hit you either.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
don't make him feel like it's right. And you making it feel like it's right, it meaning after he hits you, you don't do nothing about it. We're
Exactly.
just playing it off like nothing didn't happen a couple of hours later, or he trying to have sex with you a couple of hours later like nothing did. No, when you allow a man to do you like that, you know deep down inside it make you feel like trash, it make you feel like a whore, it make you feel dirty, it make you feel like, damn, I just let this man beat on me, and now he having, men do that too.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
I ain't, no, I just can't.
That's sexual abuse. That's
Right,
sexual abuse because when you beating on a woman and then you want to go after you beat her, then you want to lay and go have sex with her. That's sexual abuse
right,
and mental and emotional as well.
right. And I don't think a woman should have to go through all that. I mean, I feel like a man is, they way stronger than us. You
Yeah.
know, you can whoop us. Now, don't get it twisted, because there's some women out here I didn't seen dog walk a man. And that's what you asked about get. See, they didn't think it's women out here that don't put we'll, hey, we'll put these scrappy paws on you and you won't even know nothing would happen. You think a whole nigga hit you. But it's a woman,
Mm-hmm.
it's women out here that whoop men asses too. It's called keep your hands to yourself. And
Mm-hmm.
women that allow it, it pisses me off because as long as they allow it, they think the other women gonna allow it, and I don't, and I'm not, and I can't. I've been there and done that. It taught me a lesson. Like, you don't want this type of, this type of energy around your family. You don't need this type of energy around. That's why I say, don't instantly move no man in your house. Get to know him. Get to know his ins and out. Get to know everything about him. And then you will see if this the man you want around your kids and you.
Because it can destroy your
Don't
whole
you
entire
no
family.
man in.
You bring the
It
wrong
be
man in
hard
your home, it'll destroy your whole
and,
entire family.
and it's very hard to get them out. Once you know this,
Hmm.
once you find out this man ain't been living nowhere but with, his mama or his baby mama, and it'd be hard to get them type of people away. It'd be hard to get them out your house. That's why I said figure them out first. Learn them first before you pull them in, baby. Learn them.
Right.
You got to learn them.
Exactly. Exactly. Um, Jamaica, what do you feel about the women who are afraid of their abuser and scared to put him out the house or her to reach out to someone to help her come out of the relationship if she's terrified and afraid and she doesn't want to tolerate the abuse anymore, but she's terrified. What are your suggestions for women like that?
Leave. When he leave, you leave. When you know he's gone for a few hours, when you know he's gone for a couple of days, if you that scared of your life and your kid's life, you will leave. Leave. Don't sit there and feel, because at the end of the day, in the back of their head, in the back of these women's head, they get to thinking, oh, he gonna end up killing me. He gonna end up killing me if I don't say something. Look, say something. And another thing you do not do, if you scared of this man, he constantly beating on you, don't. In the argument, don't holler out, I'm finna leave you and pack my shit and I'm leaving. Don't. Don't do that. Don't do that. If you gonna leave, you leave on your own and you wait till that man is gone for a few hours or a few days. You don't tell him, because he gonna either try to scuff you up some more or try to
Hmm.
kill you just because you said you about to pack your shit and the kid shit and leave. Don't never
Hmm.
ever ever tell a man you leaving him. Never tell a man you leaving him. Just do it.
Because
Just
yeah,
do it. Because you
yeah,
know he's not coming right
and
back in an hour. You got to give it enough time. Make sure he gone for a few days or a day or two or a couple of hours, even a couple of hours. It don't take that long to grab whatever you need. If you scared, it don't take that long to grab whatever you need to get on.
yeah,
And that's real.
exactly,
And I'm
exactly.
just
And some,
100.
yeah, exactly. And men, they have women's mind so manipulated. Like some men, not all men.
No, not
Focus on
all
that.
men.
Not all men.
You
Some men
got
like
men
they
out here. You got some gentlemen
you
out
have some
here.
good, yeah, yeah, and men, they have some of the men, they have their um spouse is so mind manipulated, to where they feel like they have nobody to turn to, like they just can't get out of a situation. Like this is all I have is him, is the man who beats me and abuses me, in
Right. And
every way he
at the day,
can.
and at the end of the day, they think that's what's supposed to happen to them. I guess um like I said, it go back to, I don't want my kids to be without a father. He can go upside my head, he can bust my lip, give me a few black eyes, long as he stay in my kid life. And it falls back on me. I'm not letting no man put his hands on me just to be in my kid's life. Look, child, I'm your mother and I'm your father at this point. We can't have Pops around. Pops is doing, stuff he ain't got no business doing to your mother. He's hurting you. Sometimes you got to keep it real with your kid. You got to let the kid know. And half of the time, you don't even have to let them know. They sit there and they see it. They screaming and hollering and they see it. That's what you want. You want your kid to be walking around screaming and hollering and a nervous wreck because he's seeing mom, daddy beat up on mommy and mommy fall to the ground, her head busted or her brain shot out.
Right.
I'm not letting none of that. I didn't let none of that happen, and that's why my boys is how they is right now today, and me too. I didn't, I had little, fall downs and fallouts with, with guys, but I don't let it go far. Once you start with my boys, that's it. I don't give you a chance. I don't give you a chance because you mad at me.
Mm.
When you mad at me and start taking it out on my kid, that's another ball game.
Mm.
And I got to get into it, and I got to get the bat while the kids play with the ball. I'm not playing. I don't play them type of games or nothing. Once you mess with mines, and my kids, my boys are type that they work. And they want after work, you know, kids, the boys, they tired. They come home, they want to eat, take a shower, lay down. They tired. They got to get up and go to work. I don't allow the screaming and hollering and the slamming doors and
Mm.
mm-mm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Allow none of
those
that.
are
You go
those are
give everybody in this house because everybody have to have, you know, people. I feel like this. Everybody in my house got a job, and I know they got to get up and go to work the next day. I'm gonna get everybody get respect in here, and I want everybody else to give everybody else respect. And when I see somebody disrespecting somebody, especially a man of mine disrespecting mine, you gotta roll up out. You gotta go, partner. It's just not nothing else to talk about. I didn't gave you like 2, 3 chances, and so you know now I don't give no chances at all. When I that's why I said I gotta check you out before I even let you in my house, and I don't want none of that no more. Plus, I'm 47 years old. I'm too old to be sitting up here talking about, oh, my boyfriend.
mm. Mm.
Too old for all that. And that was back in the days. Oh, this is my boyfriend. This is my. I don't have time for all that. You know, I'd rather chill by myself and get to know me and love me and learn me.
Yeah, right. And Jemeca, um, I I like that. And hopefully, women hear you today and watch this video um too, and get this message, not to be afraid. You can come out of any domestic violence situation. Do not be, if you are afraid, reach out and get some help. And Jamaica, I would like to ask you, the guys that moved into your home, when they moved into your home, were they expecting anything like a roof over their head because they didn't have nowhere else to stay, or they one of they would like to be in a relationship with you, or um just anything, don't have a job, homeless,
Like
or
I say, no, they had a job. That was the first thing. Off back, they had a
Mhm.
job. It was just that when you move in, you really figure a stilo out, like what this person is about and who this person was staying with before he came here. And, you know,
Mhm.
basically, I make them tell on themselves. I ask questions, I make them tell on themselves. But what I didn't do is I let them move in. That's why I messed up at. I let them move in and then start questioning. No, that's where you go wrong. You question before the move in. That
Right,
way you know if you this person around you or in your house at all.
right, right.
So like
And
my mom said, like,
that's it.
I
That,
just look.
yes.
Everybody think I'm an evil. Everybody say I'm a mean person, and a few people think I'm mean, and it's kind of cute that they think that. It's called the long as that mean the person that's thinking that way about me won't come nowhere in my bubble and step on my toes.
Yes.
Because I'm only gonna give you the respect you give me. I'm only gonna disrespect you the way you disrespect me. And I feel like we too old for all of that. If I feel like I gotta have somebody around that's childish and disrespectful, that's why it's called figure them out first before you let them in your area. You know what I mean?
I
And
agree.
if y'all scared, this for the women that's getting beat on or whatever. I feel like if you scared, the first thing you don't do is sit up there and argue with them and tell them, I'm finna leave, motherfucker, and I'm finna pack my kids' clothes and we getting away. Don't sit there and keep feeding that out to him, because either he gonna turn around and whoop your ass, and I'm just keeping it real, ain't nowhere sugarcoating nothing. We grown. Because that's what happens. He gonna either turn around and whoop your ass or he gonna kill you. You gonna be laying in the morgue somewhere. And you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? You
Do
and
not let
look,
him know your plans.
you know,
Do
yeah, you
not
don't
let
let
him
a
know your
man know
plans.
you about to
So do
leave
it
him. That's one thing
all in
you don't.
secret.
If you know you finna do that, you keep that to yourself and you go about your business. Don't let them know. Don't feed it to them. Don't let them know. A woman know when she tired. We know when we tired. And my thing is, I got tired of being tired.
Yes.
So I
And
had
that
to I had to myself.
and,
Don't
and
go
that
around making you feel that way.
yeah,
Period.
and what you said that people will call you, oh, she's mean, she's mean. It's not that you're being mean, is that you just have your defense guards up when it comes to people, right?
Right.
And that's the way it should
Right.
be. I mean,
Oh,
that's the way it
period.
should be. Like you said, you waiting for your, God to place the right, man in your life. But at the same time, you are keeping your defense guards up for men because
Yeah.
you are not, and you choose not to become a victim
Right.
of domestic
I don't.
violence.
Right. I don't. I've been there and done that when I was younger. I've been there. With my kid's dad. I've been there and done that. It was a lot of fighting going on and all that.
You
But
choose not
and
anymore.
I fought on that. But it was up to me. You got to go through stuff to learn stuff, and then you figure it out. Do I want to be in this situation, or do I not want to be in this situation?
Right.
And I guess it grew. It made me a little meaner. Even going to prison for them 2.5 years, it made me a very mean person. It did. Sometimes I would catch myself like, it did. It made me stand on my toes. It made me think fast. It made me, you know what I'm saying? Like, it taught me. It taught me. It really did. Even though I failed
Wiser.
anger management class, I failed anger management class in prison twice.
Oh,
You know what I mean? And it's like, I feel like long as I'm by myself, I ain't gonna steal from myself. I ain't gonna cuss myself out. I ain't gonna beat my own ass. So I trust me before I can trust anything else. That's what I'm saying. I got to learn to trust me and learn how to get to love me before I can learn to love anything else.
exactly. And that is the key
So
right there. To
right,
love
right,
yourself, you got to love ourselves before we can love any anybody else. And
right,
Jamaica, um, I really commend you. You know how you keep your defense guard up, and you don't let men come in your home, run over you and your family. And hey, it is what it is, and that's great. And I hope, and pray many women do the same as well. So the rate of homicide
uh,
can go down. It can
right,
go down because men are killing their spouses now. And also the same with men. We have women that are abusive too and take advantage of a good man. And, and
right.
hopefully, you know, the same message for them as well, for any human being, no matter who you are, doesn't matter. Domestic violence doesn't discriminate. It does not matter the ethnicity, the race, gender, straight,
Right.
bi. It doesn't matter. It doesn't care who you are. It doesn't care.
Another
And,
thing,
we all need to
I love
learn how to.
I love gay
Um,
people. I love gay people. I have nothing against them at all. I feel like it's a lot of men on here that hate to see a gay man coming their way, and for what? They don't do nothing to nobody. They minding their own business. If they want to be gay, let them be gay. When a man start messing with them type of people, I think you gay too. I think it's something wrong with you. You want a little piece of it. There's something going on. Why you messing with these folks? These folks ain't messing with you. And it's a lot of them out
every
there that yeah, they'll fight you with no problem. So
Yeah,
it's a
everyone.
lot of these
Every,
down lows.
yeah,
It's a lot of these Bloods, these Crips. They like to tend to play it off like they don't like them, but in the wee wee hours, y'all doing something with them. And that's just out there. And hey, it is what it is. Because one thing about a gay guy, he gonna tell. He could point out a man that's saying he's straight. He'll point him out real fast. And at the end of the day, that be what it is. So that's why I said you got to be careful. You got to figure a man out before you get with him and move him in. You just got to figure him out
yeah,
for you
and
won't
that's
go wrong.
yeah, and here, like I said, domestic violence doesn't discriminate to anyone, and I hope everyone, you know, get this message and start to defend yourself, stick up for yourself. Doesn't matter who you are, what color you are, gay, straight, bi. We are our people. We all bleed the same blood. It doesn't matter. What
Right. All
matters,
him.
what matters is the love. Love matters. Respect matters. Makes the world a better place for us all. And Jamaica, I want to thank you so much for being a guest here on the Regina Queen Show. And I love you for that. And I love you for everything that you are doing. And
Love you more.
yes, and make sure you continue to follow me and be a part of my movement, uplifting women
I
in
will.
all walks of life. And I want to invite you to our upcoming Women Empowerment lunch event, and I want you to be there. So I'll give you heads up on that, and I'll keep you updated on that, and
Good.
help
Good. I'll
spread
be
a
there.
message for women uh, to learn how to defend themselves in a domestic violence situation, and start doing background checks. Before you
Mhm.
put somebody in your home.
Background checks, honey. Do the background checks or get fighting lessons out here, because there's some women out here that can jack these men's up now, y'all.
Yes.
Get it together now.
Yes,
In
yes, yes.
2021. We ain't finna just sit up there and let you hit us no more now. It's called jump back now. Hey, shit.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Jamaica. Yeah, you gotta teach them, girl. Yes. Okay, I love you so much. I love you so much, and
I love you too, cousin. Love you to
yes,
pieces. Love you more. And let me know whenever you back on. And if it's anything I can do for you, I'm right here.
oh,
Love, peace.
definitely, definitely. You're gonna be coming in. I'm gonna be bringing you in. We're gonna be having some women groups, and
Right,
live with just different topics and stuff, just uplifting each other and inspiring each other.
right.
For the 30 minutes and everything, just to keep that women empowerment going, because we
Right,
need that.
right.
That keeps
I
us
love myself.
strong.
We got to
It
learn how to
keeps our
love
foundation
ourselves.
alive.
Yeah, we
Yes,
just got to learn how to love ourselves. Once we learn how to love ourselves, it's over.
yes,
Okay, nobody
yes,
does nothing after that, you feel? So
yes.
don't be scared. Get some milk, babies. And love y'all to pieces. Love you, cousin. And
Yes.
I'm more than welcome to come back anytime you need me, love.
Thank you so much, Jamaica. And you have a beautiful, beautiful night. And thank you all for being a part of the Regina Queen show. And we hope you have a beautiful, beautiful night.
Love you guys.